Hey everybody, I'm Garrett with Diary of a Family, where we're intentionally living life with you. Now, you might notice that it is just me today. Carolyn is at work, but don't be afraid. She will be in a lot of this video. So, yeah. How are you guys doing today? We are getting into the swing of things. We did some really fun things yesterday. We went to a fun zoo in St. Louis. Now, if you don't know what this zoo is, there is a free zoo that you can go to in St. Louis in a place called Forest Park. We absolutely had fun doing it and we loved it, and we'll be back multiple times before we leave this area. So, question for you guys. Hello, Nursing Our Travel Bug. Happy birthday to Mr. Bill from Nursing Our Travel Bug. I guess he's 21 years old today or something like that. So, anyways, happy birthday to Bill from Nursing Our Travel Bug, and I'll leave it at that. Question of the day: do you guys have any fall travel plans? Leave it in the chat if you do. That would be awesome. Now, I know that with COVID and all the stuff going on, that plans have changed, but I'd like to know whether you guys are doing something special. It doesn't need to be big, it doesn't need to be special, but if you are, leave it in the comments. That would be awesome. We have two videos I wanted to show you guys today. We were so Carolyn, okay, let's keep this simple, and I have a friend that Kent and Lisa from Living Light RV. They have a daughter who is just getting ready to go on a trip to Africa. Now, we talked to her a couple days ago and we talked to her yesterday, and we got a really good idea of what she's doing in Africa, and we wanted to share that with you guys so that you can see if you want to help follow her adventures. Hello, New Horizons. Thank you so much for joining. So, watch this interview with Anna Peterson. All right, we would like to welcome Anna Peterson from, well,
From Canada.
To our show. And we had a wonderful opportunity to sit down with her yesterday, and she told us a bit about some stuff
Some
exciting things
things.
she's about ready to do, and we wanted to share it with you, our D fam. So Anna, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. This is very exciting. This is my second YouTube interview, so I loved the first one. It was really nice, and I'm really excited about this one too.
Awesome.
You're going to be a star like after this. I mean, your face is going to be all over the internet. So first off, tell us a little bit about yourself so that the D fan can kind of know who you are.
Yeah, so one huge thing about me is that I'm an artist. So I love just like doing paintings, drawing. I've always loved to do art and anything that has to do with art. So I'd have to say that's like one of the biggest things. And I am actually going to be doing something very exciting, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I also love like family, and I'm a Christian as well. So just like me and Carolyn do Bible study together. So that's how we got to meet, which is amazing. It was like online because I'm in Canada, she's in, the States.
Yes.
But it's been really cool to be able to connect just over the computer, over the internet.
I know. I mean, we've grown this relationship and we've never met in person. It's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to the day that we can, though.
I know. What kind of art do you like? Like, what mediums do you work in?
Yeah, because it's like a huge, like, you say artist and it could be anything from like abstract sculpture to like fine art that looks very realistic, or like classical style and stuff. And I kind of say, well, I like to do more realistic stuff, but I'm getting into content that's not like stuff that's in real life. So things that you can't take a photograph of. I've
Mhm.
been interested in doing that. So like things from the past, or I've been working on things with kids, like imagining and like dreaming, and have different just ideas. And so I want to put that into a painting, because you can't capture that in real life, but you still think it. Like I did one of a girl who was drawing, and she's like drawing a pirate ship, and so she's thinking of the pirate ship, and then it's just like coming through her bedroom. Like it's just really kind of interesting and
Wow.
fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. That's just like, wow. And I have actually gone onto your website and kind of looked around and been
Oh,
like, wow, some of these paintings that you've done and sold, a lot of them surrounding like Israel and just biblical spots that, you know, we read about in the Bible all the time, but I've never been to Israel, so I can't even imagine what those are. And then you've painted them gorgeously. So I love your
yeah.
landscapes. And
I'm hoping like one day to be able to do actual like scenes from the Bible too, with like people and stuff, because I'm learning how to do like people from my imagination too.
yeah.
So that's going to be really helpful in the future, I think. Do you want to see what I'm working on right now?
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
awesome. Woo, I like that. We get an inside look at something that Anna is working on right now.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so it's probably like 30% done. Well, maybe more.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can see the forms of the humans and then you put in the details later.
Yeah.
Wow. And that looks like inside of a ship?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, I mean, I kind of had something to do with like quarantine. So I'm like, when you're in a ship, you're kind of quarantined. So I
Mhm.
wanted to do people like having fun, even though they couldn't move around. So
That's true. That's
It's
true.
amazing.
Wow, I love it. I love to see the piece partway through, so it'll be even better for me, like to see it finished and realize where you were at the time that you were doing that. So, are you going to be able to take that piece with you, or do you think you'll have it finished?
oh my gosh, I don't think I'll have it finished. It's like
Okay. So I got
long.
to stop right here because we know some inside information and we're kind of like jumping the gun for the DFAM. So it's a good place to kind of segue into this. Share with our DFAM this exciting news that I almost let fall. Share with the DFAM the mission that you are about to begin.
Mm-hmm. So I am moving to Northern Africa, so Niger, Africa. I think that's how you say it, Niger. And I will be teaching art in a school there. So it's like a pretty small school, and it's a missionary school. So I haven't taught art in a school before. I'm really excited about that.
Mhm.
And then just to be able to like bless people through art and work with kids too, like that's a huge, just like something I'm really excited about. And that I can like get to know these kids and just transition to a different culture. So I'm going to be there for a while. I'm moving there. That's like my, I kind of wanted to have that in my brain instead of
Right.
it not just a trip. So I'll be there for like 5 years. I don't know. Could be more than that. Could be less than that. Who knows? But that's, yeah, that's the next step.
It's kind of an anxious time right now, a nervous sort of like excitement that, oh my gosh, I'm doing this huge change in my life, but this is going to be awesomely cool.
I know, because like I've never lived anywhere but Canada. We moved to Alberta from BC, and my parents, I don't know if maybe some of your followers follow them, but they're living light RV.
So,
Yeah,
Anna Peterson, is it Pedersen or Peterson?
we say Peterson. I don't really care though.
Yeah. So she is one of the daughters of Kent and Lisa from Living Light RV. So if none of you knew that, ta-da-da!
You know now.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of how we got to know each other and through Lisa and Kent. So that's great. But so you're going to this mission, you're going to be teaching missionary children, like
Yes.
missionaries kids that are there, their parents are reaching out in the community. You're going to be learning a new culture. I understand they speak a different language, so there's going to be that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to learn French as much as I can. So it's funny because I was originally gonna go to France and do a year of language school. That was the plan. And then I found out that I didn't have quite enough support by the time I was going to leave. So I was going to push it to a later date. And then COVID happens. So
COVID. Oh, it ruins all our plans.
no, it has a good ending because I'm now able to go right to Africa. So we kind of like talked to some people there to see if I could do language studies there instead. And it's going to work out. So yes.
That's good. That's good. You'll be able to immerse yourself right into the culture right away.
Yeah, and it'll be a little difficult because the school actually speaks English, so it's an international school. So I won't be as immersed if I just start teaching right away. But I'll be able to go to like the markets, or just every time I leave the school, it'll be all French. So
that's great.
So when exactly are you leaving Canada to go to Nigeria?
Well, like I said, it was gonna be, an earlier date, and then every other date, and then other one. But now the date is September 8th, and I actually have a flight booked, so it's real. It's gonna happen.
Awesome.
Yay!
That's awesome. And the borders are open. COVID isn't keeping everybody in their own countries. This is happening. This is
it is. So lots to do.
So what's left to be done? Because I know that there's many things you have to get done when you're going to Africa, to a third world country, and moving there. What's left?
Yeah, because I'm like considered long term, so there are things that I need to do that I wouldn't need to if it was just short term, like language studies. That's one of the things, and then just some other stuff. And I had to get a bunch of immunizations and support raising and just all of the stuff that's like so many little details, but all put together, it's like a huge thing. So thankfully I'm going with an organization which can help me organize things, because they're an organization.
And they've done it before. They've sent many people there, so they know the processes.
Like over 100 years old or something, these organizations. They know what they're doing. It's called SIM, Serving in Mission. And so still, like, I have to, just today I was like trying to see if I could weigh out my luggage so that I could like weigh the right amounts and stuff. And so like packing is a huge thing. And then I have to buy a lot of stuff too to like actually go. Like I need sheets, which I just found out, and I need like different shoes, because I need shoes that'll last quite a while and be good. And some of the stuff there is like not as good quality. Like they can't get certain things that we can get here. So yeah, just bringing stuff that I'll need. And I need to get a few more immunizations, some like malaria pill things that I can bring with me. And I have to get, because of COVID, I have to get like a special test like before I go, but it has to be like a certain amount of time before I go and not longer. So it's like kind of tricky to just all the logistics to figure it out. But not too much, not too many things. I want to have a party too, like a going away party.
Yes, that would be awesome, so that you could say goodbye to friends and your family. Yeah.
Yes.
And now you'd mentioned a couple of days ago that you might have to quarantine. Has that come through? Like, do you know exactly if you have to quarantine a certain amount of time before you leave?
I still have to do a little bit more research on that. Like I've read like conflicting things, so I have to find out like what do I actually have to do. So it'll probably be a little bit of quarantining before I leave. So have my party before then.
Yes. So I mean, we're counting down. We're like 3 weeks away or so. So lots to do for you. Okay, so you're still looking for financial support too, because you're going to do this for free. This is a mission, correct? You're not getting any reimbursement at all from the school.
Yeah. Like everything that every expense I need to raise the money for. So I will have like a salary, but it'll just be like things like groceries and stuff. I'll need to be able to buy those things and to be able to save a little bit too, to like visit Canada again or things like that. And then of course like the flights there and language studies and just all of those like little details. So
It's
yeah, so
minimal, though.
What's that?
It's very minimal though. It's not like it's enough so you can support yourself.
It's probably not as much as most people would make, but definitely like enough so that I'm not just like going to become, sitting on the street.
Yeah.
Right. A question just came into my mind as a teacher, especially an art teacher. You're going to need supplies in that classroom. Is that something that you have to fundraise for, or is the school providing that for you to work with?
Well, I know that they have an art room that is stocked with stuff, so I'll be able to like see what they have to see if I need to like order stuff, and then I can order things through the school so they can like have shipping containers come. I think if there's like special projects or something, like I really want to have sketchbooks for all the kids each year, and that's going to be like even just a sketchbook for myself is a lot of money. So I'm thinking like if those things are extra, then I might have to like do my own fundraising for that, or just like save up my own money to put towards that. Like I want to do as good of a job as I can, and so having the supplies is important. So yeah, I haven't really asked the school personally like what exactly they'll pay for and what I'll pay for, but we'll see. It's going to be a learning experience.
A huge learning experience, a huge curve. So, wow. Okay, well, you have given us a link to your support page. So DFAM, this is where you can come in. We will have that linked in the description below, and you can go ahead and check it out. I looked at it a little bit. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And you can either choose a one-time gift of any amount, or you can choose to support Anna monthly with, again, any amount. And really, any amount does help. But you've gotten quite a lot of a good outpouring, even during this coronavirus, of people supporting you financially. But you still have that little bit left to go, don't you?
Yes, I have like 14% left. Last time I looked, unless anybody's joined in between that time. But yeah, so not very much to go. And it is like it's important, and the money is necessary. It's like, we don't love talking about the money part, but it all helps. Like, and it's so cool having like a group of people who are invested in this journey, right? Like, I think if I was just funding myself, things would look very different. Like I wouldn't be as motivated and, just not as invested, but having other people who are praying for me and who are supporting me, it really does put another layer of, I don't know, reality or whatever to it, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is like an awesome way for our DFAM to kind of get involved in our world and what's happening in our world, and support children that are, halfway across the globe. We have wanted to do something like this with our children so they can understand that it's not about us and what we can get for ourselves, because when you're a child, you're very self-centered. So we're planning to support Anna in her endeavors. We don't know what that will look like, and we wouldn't tell you anyway. That's something that we're going to keep kind of to ourselves. So we highly recommend all of you just at least checking out the link. Also, you have a YouTube channel that they could look at, right? And are you going to continue doing something with that so that they can keep in touch with you if they decide to support you?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited to like grow my YouTube channel. Like I look at people like you or my parents, who are just like, oh wow, they're so devoted, and I want to be that devoted. And right now I'm putting out a video every month, and they're not the greatest videos, they're not the best quality, but I want to learn. And I kind of wanted to do this so that when I'm in Africa, I can videotape like my lessons, or just things that I'm doing with the kids, or murals that we're painting in the community, and to just involve them in that, and to be able to share that with people. Sorry.
That's the exciting piece. Like I want my kids to see where their money is going, and like experience being part of that culture. And that is the amazing part that we have with the internet and with YouTube. So we're looking forward to that. Now, for those who can't do anything, can't support you financially, you do have a newsletter that they can keep track of what you need prayer for, so that they can kind of support you in that aspect, right?
Involved in that sort of way, or to send me encouragement or emails, or we can just have that relationship. So so if you would like to receive my newsletters, they're monthly, they're not too often. And I like to connect them with like what I'm doing and with art projects or things like that. You can email me at anna.peterson@sim.org.
Okay.
So
And Garrett's going to put up a cute
like
little overlay right now so that everybody can see that visually as
It'll
yes,
well.
also
where
be linked in the description.
Yes, in the description below as well. So we're going to, again, have her support page linked in the description. We're also going to have her YouTube channel, Grace Artistry, linked in the description, and her email there. So you can get a hold of Anna and make sure you are up to date with what's happening with her. She's leaving September 8th. Are you like not totally excited and stoked about this?
I'm so excited, but then also like, wait a second, it's happening like so soon. Yeah, it's gonna be
Very, very cool. Well,
all right. Well, thank you so much
Garrett,
for
you're supposed to end
interviewing
this
me.
because I've been
Hello,
talking so much.
All right. Thank you
Oh,
so
yes.
much, Anna, for joining us. And let's get back to the live stream.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Have a
Bye. We'll keep in touch.
great 5 years. No, wait, I can't say that. We'll
All right.
see ya.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for Anna for coming and telling us a bit about her mission and about what she's going to be doing in Africa. It was absolutely a lot of fun to talk with her and get to hear her heart on what is going on with what she's doing. So if you would like to support her in any way, check out the link in the description, sim.org, and it has her support page on there. I think she has like 14% left to raise, and she would be very, very thankful. So consider giving, and you can help change somebody's life in Africa. So let's see, there's a whole bunch of people here. Yep, Carolyn is here in the chat. So hopefully I'm not messing it up that bad. So I see a lot of people on. Living Light RV is on, and if you are just joining me, they are the parents of Anna, who we just had on our channel and our live stream. So we're gonna change gears just a little bit on this live stream because Carolyn isn't here. I wanted to share some of our adventures that we have done so far. I didn't get to editing it down, but yesterday we actually went to the St. Louis Zoo, and it is so much fun, and you can actually get in for free. You might have to pay for parking, or you might have to walk a little bit to get there, but it's in a place called Forest Park in St. Louis, and it's a lot of fun. So hello, Johnny's Journeys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you missed the interview, I encourage you to go back and check and watch the interview, and then see if there is any way that you'd be willing to help out with Anna's journey. So, all right, I am going to talk about a different adventure that we had about a week ago or so. We were exploring the area, and one of the things you really need to do as when you're full-timing, especially if you have kids, is you need to find what can you do in the area, because the RV park and the RV gets boring really, really quick. So we always try and research the area that we're in. Well, when we got here, I needed to get some propane, so I was heading out to a Tractor Supply to get some propane, and I drove past this it's like a farmer's market called Eckert's Farms, or Eckert's Market, or something like that. And I was like, what is this place? So I stopped by, walked around, and was like, oh, this is actually really cool. So about a week later, we We loaded up all the kids. We took them over to Eckert's, and we had a lot of fun.
Here we go on another exciting adventure. We're going to check out some of Illinois and what Illinois has to offer. There's a pretty cool farm that we've seen advertised and we want to check it out. Looks like it's some fun U-pick and some exciting outdoor activities, as well as an indoor sort of grocery store sort of slash
like a
farmer's market. Anyway, that's right up our alley, especially with all the shutdowns. We want to be out away from people.
Big crowds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's check out Eckert's Market. Well, we're here. Thought there'd be a few people.
There's quite a few people there.
Quite a few people here. Very much so.
Addison, come on.
Addison, take Yogi's hand. The parking lot is very full.
Mommy, I see
Yeah,
a
would
play
you like to
place.
pick some berries?
Yeah.
I think there's blackberries, right?
Do you think they have anything that we can put them in and something
Yes,
we can
dear.
put in? So this is a place that we can get fresh food?
Yes, fresh fruit.
Mommy,
You can pick it yourself.
Fresh food. Mommy, I see a play area over there and kids are playing at it.
Ah. Look at all the salads they make. There's a Thai noodle salad. That looks yummy.
Oh, Mom, look at the broccoli one. I want the noodles one.
Well, there's a lot of ones with noodles.
I thought this is something super like
You want the Greek pasta salad?
yeah.
Okay.
I want to try that one with all the butterfly noodles.
The zesty bow type pasta.
I've never heard them called butterfly noodles. I like that. I
Yeah.
might start calling them that.
When I
I
watch
mean, how often do people wear bow ties? So that's all that.
Yeah, that's really creative.
The seafood one is probably going to be
There's
healthier
the
than
Greek
the.
pasta.
Good. Okay.
Which other ones did we decide on?
Emma wanted the bow tie.
The butterfly.
Butterfly noodle.
I like that.
Dad, I'm gonna hold it. It's mine.
I'll
Okay.
take an 8 ounce of the Thai noodle salad.
I like your giant pickles.
You like the giant pickles?
Solid 29 for
Mommy, mommy.
We want a pickle?
Yeah.
All right, just one?
Just one.
Yeah, they're pretty big. All right, can I get you guys anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Have a good rest of your day. What's the next one I'm ready for you?
When to choose what you want to do.
We will eat it.
It was lots of fun to pick your own salad. How's the giant pickle?
It's a pickle.
Oh my goodness, big pickle.
Mommy, we can get ice cream over there. Can we get ice cream? Can we get ice cream?
We got a giant pickle. We don't need ice cream, right?
Pickles aren't sweet.
Giant pickles aren't sweet? No, they're salty.
Not a yummiest stuff.
You know, this isn't awfully salty.
But it is
It's a
salty.
good mixture. It's not too bad.
I know a lot of pickles are way too salty. It's a good $32.
That's not bad.
You don't get shrimp every day for lunch.
Peanuts.
That's true.
This one. Peanuts.
Peanuts.
There's some nice covered areas. And you can eat lunch out here. We also have a restaurant and a frozen custard place. I think we're gonna go check the U Picket now and get a tractor ride out into the orchard. Yeah, let's go check that out.
Okay, let's go up and to the right there. See the seats there?
Mommy,
Yeah.
yeah, those people here.
Hey, are you excited for the tractor ride? Yay! Oh! Oh! Here we go!
On live.
Oh, you're live. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. We're at Eckert, and it's awesome. You doing okay? You got something in your eyeballs? Yeah, you got something in your eyeballs? So, everybody who's going to pick peaches is going to get off now.
Me.
You know, we're not going to pick peaches. We're going to pick blueberries. You sit down.
What's the one here?
Here, sit right there.
Yeah.
All right.
This U-Picket is really cool. We just passed the old peach area. We are about ready to get off at the blackberry area. And we're going to try and get a pound or two of blackberries. A lot of fun. Especially for the kids. The kids love riding on these tractor ride, basically. And so much fun.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. It's a balloon man.
Yeah, he's dancing. Mommy, if I had $1, I would pick sunflower for you. If I had $1.
If you had $1.
Which I do have $1 in my
You have $1?
yeah, in my spend section.
Nactez,
Nachos.
Natchez, blackberries.
And then
The ones that have black on it.
with twisted.
Oh.
It's sour.
It's sour.
Pretty nice.
Look down Depot. That's the best place.
Those are really big.
Look how big it is.
Can I see? Can I see? Can I see? Put it in.
Put it in.
Edison has the put it in the bucket really well.
Put it in the bucket. Put it in the bucket.
Look, there's water in here. And they can wipe.
Was it worth it, guys?
Yeah. And too hot.
What was your favorite part, Timothy?
Pit.
Yeah?
Felt like that we were working on the farm.
You felt like you were working on the farm?
Yeah.
Would you like to work on a farm?
Yeah, which I am when I grow up.
When you grow up, you're going to work on a farm. Emma, what was your favorite part?
The salad, the peanuts, and the picking.
The salad, the peanuts, and the picking. So all the food stuff. That was good, huh? Eddie, what was your favorite part? What was your favorite part? Do you like the tractor rides?
Yeah.
Awesome. We sweated it out.
Yeah, the humidity's not that bad today, so it's not super unbearable. Overall, I think we'll probably come back a couple times while we're here.
For the apple season.
Once apple season comes in.
Apples are not quite ripe, so all the you pick is blackberries and peaches.
Yep. The blackberries themselves were very different than the ones I'm used to. I'm used to, I think, what they call the Himalayan ones, whatever's in the Northwest. And the ones in the Northwest, they cover everything. I mean, it's more of a weed than it is anything like
Cultivated plants.
cultivated.
Yeah, we're used to picking the blackberries wild in the fields. These are definitely cultivated berries, and it was nice to like try out several different kinds. There were two kinds that grew on my parents' property: the Himalayans, which are a noxious weed actually, and they are an invasive species. And then, well, actually three kinds, because then you had the little wild berries that would trail along the ground and didn't have very really long, sharp spikies. But then you also had the
We had so much fun. And those blackberries, I mean, that big. Not making it up at all. They were huge. So, we had a lot of fun. We got some awesome produce while we were there. The peaches there are really good. And we have tons more adventures planned while we're here. And, yeah. So, we hope this video and this adventure will help inspire you to just try and just find those out of the way places. There's a lot of times people want to go see the Grand Canyon, they want to go see Arches, they want to go to Disney World and Disneyland and all these really grandiose places, and they miss places like Eckert's. They miss places that are small, out of the way, that are just a lot of fun to go to. So, yeah, keep your ear out when you are exploring an area. Find where the locals go. Find where people don't normally travel. I mean, we have plans to go to the Gateway Arch. We have plans to go back to the zoo. We have plans to go see some really big things here. But we also want to go back to Eckert's again. We want to go back maybe once the apples are in season and go pick a bushel of apples or something like that. So, you know, that's just things that we try and do while we are traveling with our kids. So, Living Light RV says, I agree, Garrett. Sometimes those small local places hold the best experiences and memories. That is so true. And we definitely are going to be documenting all of that while we're here in St. Louis. All right, changing gears just a little bit. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a new series that we have coming out starting on Wednesday. Now, if you haven't noticed, the world is changing in a really crazy way. One thing that has really soared recently is people's interest in RVing full time, or even having an RV that they can get away for a weekend, because there's not a whole lot else to do. So, I mean, right now manufacturers can't even keep RVs in stock. They're building them as fast as they can. So, what is really, sorry, I'm reading the comments. I probably should just talk before I read the comments. Hella Artsy Dude said they're a really cool work small working blacksmithing historical places in Northern California, even some introduction to panning for gold places. Yeah, that's awesome. And in like places like Washington, there's a place called Fort Vancouver that they have a a blacksmith there, that everything that they've built in that fort has been made in that blacksmith shop. So really cool. So back to our new series. There's a lot of people that have been interested in full timing. So we are going to talk about our perspective and answer questions that we had when we were going through the process of becoming full time. Now we are going to go over why do we want to do it, things that we had in mind, preconceptions and things like that. And there's a fly buzzing around. All right. So we're doing a new series, and we hope that you guys enjoy this, and we hope that people that are very interested in full timing will enjoy it as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get out just a little bit early. My hotspot is probably almost out of data, which is fun. Full timing problems. I know a lot of people that live in a trailer and all that, that live in a house and a suburb and have regular internet that's piped into their house. They don't have to deal with things like internet issues. So we are gonna kind of wrap this up. Nursing Our Travel Bug said that they do plan on coming and exploring some more here, which is awesome. And Nursing Our Travel Bug also said we visited a fur trading fort in Ontario, Canada that did a rendezvous celebration every year. They had a baker, physician, blacksmith, etc. It was an amazing experience. So Living Light RV says we use so much data for live streaming and zooming. Is that a word, zooming? It probably is becoming a word. There's tweeting, Instagramming, Facebooking. I guess zooming is also a word. It's also what happens when you're speeding and you get pulled over. I'm not sure if that's a legal term that they put on the speeding ticket, that he was zooming. But, we kind of got off track a little bit. Also, we had a really cool interview with Carolyn's work a couple weeks ago. She works for a place called Atlas MedStaff, and they wanted to ask us about homeschooling. And one of the cool things that we have been doing is me and Carolyn were homeschooled growing up, and we have decided that since we're going full time, that hey, we should also teach our kids at home, because hey, that's what we did. Well, now they're asking us because there's a lot of interest in families that decided that they're going to try homeschooling at home, which is awesome. We love to see a big surge in families that take interest in the education of their kids themselves. So, Hella Artsy Dude said, since this shutdown such has been happening, I have been having easier conversations with family and friends about living an RV van life, whereas they're not all about it all before. Yeah, we actually, when we told our family that, hey, we're selling our house, we're gonna go travel full time, they were like, my mom was super excited because she grew up traveling and she just loves to travel anytime she can. My dad was like, didn't really say much. Her parents were like, well, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Well, maybe. And it's like, look, we've been on our own for so long and we want to go travel. So we did. And now it's like, well, we're in a really good spot where we're at now. So we're really happy about that. Living Out Ravine says, thanks for featuring Anna on your live stream today. This community is so amazing. You are welcome. If you haven't seen our interview with Anna, I highly suggest that you rewatch the beginning of this live stream where we had Kent and Lisa's daughter, Anna Peterson, on, and to talk a little bit about her trip to Africa. She's going to be there for a couple years teaching art to kids in Niger. So I encourage you to go check that out and see if you can help her out on her journey. Now, one of the things we plan on doing, I think we mentioned it in the video as well, we want to use this experience that she is doing to help our kids understand supporting people on the mission field and supporting people overseas. So we are going to be using this as a teaching experience for our kids, which we're super happy about. So anyways, tons more to come on our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me get this going. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And as always, live life intentionally. Bye, everybody.